Okay, so today I'm going to show you how I can create a part for a clarinet to play when I've already got a trombone part. And this is for Alex, Brody and Harry. They want to do the Rocky theme. And I've found it written for trombone trio, which is good for everyone except Alex because he plays clarinet. So he needs it written out for clarinet. So I found it in MuseScore. I'll just go in there now. Any kind of search will do. Open it up. I'm going to log into the online community and go looking for music. I always save my credentials, so I'm already logged in. Here I go, Rocky trombone. Do a search like that. And there you go. I found it. Boom. Now I knew it was there, so it was easy for me to search for it. Okay, you see here I've got a trombone trio, and I want to make all of these parts also into clarinet parts so that Alex can choose any one of them and decide to learn it and play it with his friends Harry and Brody. So I open it, download it into MuseScore. Here it comes. Open it up and it opens up in MuseScore. There it is. Now I can edit it and play with it. So I'm going to add some instruments. If I go into Edit, Instrument, it'll take me in here, and now I can add clarinets. I've got 3 trombones. I'm going to add clarinets. So into Woodwind, B flat clarinet. That's just your normal kind of standard clarinet that everyone at our school plays. I'm going to add another one. I'm going to add another one. And okay. Now, because the program's clever, it automatically puts it in treble clef because clarinet reads treble clef, even though trombone reads bass clef. And clarinet reads in a different key, so while the trombones didn't have any sharps, clarinet's going to have 2 sharps. Then, if I can just select all 3 of the first lines for the whole piece and copy them, if I just select on one bar, I'm holding shift down, and I'm going to drag all the way to the end of the piece and select all of that. You see I've got the 3 trombone lines from the beginning all the way to the end. You see how I did that? That was cool. And I'm going to copy it. I just used Command Copy. I'm a Mac user. If you're a PC, you'd use Control Copy. And now if I click on that bar and paste, it just puts it straight in there. So now, look, Alex has got parts to play. The next thing I would do is make sure that all the notes in there are actually playable for him, because some of them might be out of the range of his instrument, or they might be out of the range of what Alex can currently play. Lots of clarinetists don't learn notes above, say, this line until they've been playing for quite a long time. We call that playing above the break. So if I go along, I want to be able to check that he can play everything. Now that's a bit hard to see. I can make this easier. I want to be able to just look at each part. So if I go in here to parts, and I'm going to say new all, and just press OK. And now you see up here, every individual part is there. So there's 1, 2, 3, and I can check them. When I look at this part, this looks good. These notes are really low, but none of these lines are too high. This one is probably at the top of Alex's range at the moment. I think that clarinets can play that low, so that's okay. I'm going to leave that. Go to the next one. See these reds? When it's red, it means it's out of the range of that instrument. They can't actually do it. So I'm going to take that note and I'm going to make it go an octave higher. I go into Notes, Transpose by interval up a perfect octave. So it makes it that note. So that was obviously just a D, but an octave lower. It was so low I couldn't even read it. So down here you've got the same problem. See how that D is really, really low? So it's a bit too low. Now if I just change that, transpose it up an octave, it's going to sound really funny in the melody, because it's going to be up high and then down and won't fit in. So I kind of probably need to transfer the whole phrase up. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it up to here, because if I go into here and take that up an octave, it's going to get a really high F there, which is way out of range. So I'm going to select this note, press Shift and select to that bar. There we go. And I just want these two. No, I don't want that though. Well, let me do that. No. Right, so I'm going to select this. I'm going to select that note, transpose it up an octave. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Whooshka. Take that one up an octave too. Into notes, transpose by interval up an octave. There it is. So if I played it, you'd be able to hear that it sounds a bit funny. Sounds a bit funny. So I'll take it all up an octave up to here. That way the whole phrase or that whole part of the melody is higher. So the notes will relate to each other a bit better. There we go. All right. Does this sound better? Let's play from here. Yeah, that sounds better. It makes more sense. And these Bs, I'm pretty sure, are just under the break. And hey, Alex, if they're over the break, then I guess you've just got to start learning that hard technique. Sorry. Let's check the last part. Oh, look at all those. They're really low. The red means, yeah, they're all super low. Just a quick glance, I reckon I could take all of this whole thing up an octave and it would all still be within range. Let's try that. Transpose by interval up an octave. Done. And a quick scan. My highest note is here, which is that B. And I reckon that's okay. Good, they're all done. I'm going to save all that. Oh yeah, I have a special place where I save these things, so you save it wherever. I'm just saving the desktop now just to show you how to save. Boom. From there, I might export the parts. I'm going to export them into PDF files. Once again, I'll put it on the desktop for now, just to make it easy. And now that they're all exported as PDF, I can easily find them and print them. There you go. That was clever, wasn't it? Okay. See you next time.